I can go live. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Alpha Ice Complex here in Harmer Township, Pennsylvania. It is May 2nd. It is week 3 of the PIHL Girls League here at the Alpha Ice Complex. My name is Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live. The West team and the East teams will be facing off here in Harmer Township. I hear myself talk on my feed to make sure the levels were good, and we're good to go there. Should be an interesting matchup here. The West team coming in 3-0 on the year. The East team 1-2. We're going to go through the lineups for the West team, led by Jeff Tyndall, assistant coach Tony Mucci, George Anderson, and team manager Charlie Wagner. Number 2 is Tessa Moore from Lindsley. Number 3 will be Marley Webster from Trinity. Sarah Seto from Trinity will be wearing number 9. Number 10 will be Lillian Relaya from Moon. Relier. I got yelled at for this last time I was here on this one. And then it will be Jenna Collins starting in net for the West team from Moon High School. Number 11. Big scratch tonight for the West team. Emily Reiner, number 12. She will not play this evening. Number 14 will be Lindsay Sharmatz from Quaker Valley. Number 24, Bailey Medved from West Allegheny. Lakin Schaltenbrand from Montour wearing 31. Mara Carlisle from Lindsley will be wearing 45. She is the leading scorer on the West squad with 7 points. Hannah Kiss from West Allegheny will be wearing 58. Antonio Valeri will be wearing number 66. She comes from Montour. Susan Nelson from Freedom will be wearing 68. Cassidy Anderson from Montour will be wearing 81. Sydney Sharmatz will be wearing number 84 from Quaker Valley. And Elizabeth Bowers, who was homeschooled, will be wearing 98. She has 5 points on the season, as well as Cassidy Anderson for the West squad. They are wearing the dark blue tonight. This should be a fun one. Blue versus blue, dark blue versus light blue. 3-0 on the year. For the East squad, who is out on the ice wearing the light blue, they are 1-2 on the year, coached by John Yakmak. Assistant coach Scott Williams, and John Plunkard is the team manager. Number 2 is Emery Taylor from Armstrong. Scratch tonight, number 13, Nora Mullen from Westmont Hilltop. Number 16, Julia Clement. Number 17, Elizabeth Jarrett from Burrell. Taylor Plunkard from Windber area, wearing number 19. Number 20 is Kira Florick from Greater Latrobe. Number 21, Olivia Yakmak from Armstrong. Number 22 is Madison Sloan from Sarah Catholic. Olivia Knockel from Norwin is wearing 24. 25 is Leia Zimbicki Lewis from West Shamokin. Caitlin Porter backing up tonight, wearing 29. She's from Hempfield area. Ashlyn Rose LeBlanc from Greater Latrobe, wearing 37. Number 38 is Leah O'Donnell from Armstrong. Cora Williams will be wearing 44 from Armstrong. Kylie McKenzie from Penn Trafford will be wearing 61. Alexa Kelly from Elizabeth Forward will be wearing number 89. And starting in goal for the East team in blue is number 92, Corinne Taco Brunetto from Greater Latrobe High School. She's 1-1 on the year with a .334 goals against average and an .881 save percentage for the East squad. We talk about the rosters, of course, and there's some scratches here and there. Big scratches, though, today for the West team is Emily Reiner. Tall forward, very hard to get around in the offensive zone, and should be a little bit of an equalizer for the East squad trying to knock off the undefeated West team here. Before we go any further, I want to thank Todd Kazarowski for joining us this evening. He missed last week's games, but a little bit of a scary situation in the warm-ups here, and weren't sure if we were able to get on air here real fast, but we're able to get on and bring it back to your home. So thank you for joining us here. Once again, I am Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live. We'll be back momentarily with the opening face-off here from Alpha Ice Complex, PIHL Girls League, week number 3. The one thing that has been a wonderful, wonderful detail from our season so far is that they are enjoying themselves out there, having a lot of fun in this contest. But last week, we started to show a little bit of that real world effect as things started to get real out there. They weren't being polite anymore. The teams are starting to realize these are contests, and while they're having fun, they are also recognizing that they are playing a hockey game. So we'll be having the national anthem here in a moment, and then we'll be back with the face-off. Well, I can only assume that we're playing musical chairs with the national anthem here tonight, so we'll get it started here from Alpha Ice Complex. Once again, I am Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live. Thank you for joining us here. 3-0 on the year is the West squad. They are led by Mara Carlisle, who wearing number 45 from Lindsley. 7 points, 3 goals, and 4 assists. 2 players have 5 points apiece, Cassidy Anderson and Elizabeth Bowers. Anderson has 3 goals and 2 assists. Missing tonight, of course, 3 goals and an assist is Emily Reiner. She has their power play goal and one of their game winners. For the E squad, they are led by 2 players right now, Cora Williams and Kylie McKenzie. Kylie McKenzie, 3 goals and an assist. Cora Williams wearing 44, 1 goal and 3 assists. 4 points on the season for both of those. Starting in goal tonight, of course, Taco Brunetto. For the West squad will be Jenna Collins, 3-0, 164 goals against average of 926 save percentage. Sorry, I'm tripping over my words as we start this contest. I go for the face-off. I'd like to get you the names to the officials, but apparently they are nameless tonight. No plates on the back of their jerseys. We're going to get started here. Face-off won by the West squad. Relier will carry it in for Seto. Seto dumps it into the corner. Carlisle passes it around. Seto for Relier. They'll battle behind. That'll be LeBlanc battling off. She goes into the corner with Relier. In around for Clemens. Battled out with Carlisle. It'll stay in the zone. The West looking to... throws in front, opportunity in front for the West, and Brunetto will just take it to the outside. Moore waits, dumps it in, looking for Relier. In the near corner, Relier waits, throws it in front, nobody home, and it's going to go across and picked up by the East squad. East will carry it back out across the blue line, dump it in, try to get it around. McKenzie chases it down. Moore will snuff her out, and they will have an icing call with 16:10 remaining here in the first period. Pull the face-off down to the left of Brunetto. They drop the puck, and Schaltenbrand and O'Donnell won by the East squad. It's going to be carried out and dumped across. Held in nicely by Nelson, but it's going to be brought out by the East squad. Ooh, nice play there. by Antonia Valeri from Montour. 2 assists on the year. O'Donnell will pick it up and carry it down for the East squad. O'Donnell in front of the benches, waits, looks for the backhand, just dumps it into the zone. Nelson will chase it down. But it'll be picked up by Valeri, who tipped out by the starter Collins. Nobody knew that was happening, so they had to go back and regroup, and it'll be dumped down by the West squad, and a face-off will come down to the right of Jenna Collins. Solid season so far for Jenna Collins, 3-0 on the year. Emery Taylor will step in with Tessa Moore. I'm sorry, with Carlisle. Anderson will just dump that in. Yakmak looks to clear it out of the zone. It goes around the defender. It sits at center ice. It'll be picked up by Floric and dumped back in on the backhand. Shermatz up across. It goes past Yakmak all the way down the ice. We'll have another icing call. 15-0 remaining in the first period. Face-off come all the way back down. We're down to the left of Jenna Collins. Taylor and Carlisle will step in. Face-off will be dropped and won by the East squad. Floric will just dump it in, where it's going to be picked up and dumped up by Lindsay Shermatz. And we'll go up the half wall. Floric will collect it. They'll battle off. Shermatz muscles off Floric. Floric will just take it in the far corner. Floric brings it out to the front. Shot on. Save made. Look for the backhand. Oh, nice little save there by Collins. And another opportunity for Emery Taylor in front. They'll battle off behind the net. They'll beat at the back of the netting, and it will be whistled down as a dead puck. 14:41 remaining in the first period. We'll have another face-off. Collins, the sophomore from Moon, 3-0 on the season. 926 save percentage. Schaltenbrand steps in with LeBlanc. And won by the West squad. They'll dump it down. It'll go to Clement. Julia Clement can get to it. So it's going to be an opportunity there for Relier. Relier's shot goes wide of the net, so it's going to be recollected behind. Puck gets up into a member of the East squad. I believe that is Olivia Yakmak's mask. They'll hold on to it, and they'll chase it down and try to get it out of the zone. McKenzie waits and battles it off. Nice play by Schaltenbrand to get it across. Seto can't finish it, so it gets dumped around. Yakmak battles off with Relier. Back down and cleared around by the East squad, and McKenzie will just dump it the length of the ice, and another icing call here. 13:50 in the first period. About 5 or 6 of those early in this contest. Each team with a single shot on net so far. Carlisle will step in with Leah O'Donnell. East will win and get it up along the wall and cleared out to Nelson. Susan Nelson just dumps it across, and the East will have to take it. Taylor Plunker just dumps it in, the Windber product. Susan Nelson battles off with O'Donnell, Leah O'Donnell from Armstrong. And battling up is Olivia Knockel. It just goes out of the zone and chased down for Lewis. Leah Lewis from West Shamokin. Waits, and they'll regroup. It'll be dumped up past Hannah Kiss and to the West defender, Shermans. Cleared up, and they'll play in front of the net. They were waiting to make sure they weren't too many players. O'Donnell pass across looking for Floric. Floric gets stick checked nicely by Shermans, and coming out is the West squad. Cassidy Anderson looking to bring it into the zone. Battles around for Schaltenbrand. Schaltenbrand will take it, waits. It gets cleared up to Floric. Floric bounces it out, and here comes the East squad. A nice stick check opportunity here for Schaltenbrand coming in. Schaltenbrand shoots. Blockered off by Brunetto. Down around for Anderson. It's going to be picked up by Medved, Bailey Medved. Battles off 2 members of the East squad on her, so Schaltenbrand will just have to help out and dump it into the corner. Lewis will carry it up and dump it across the center. It's going to go down the ice. They're going to say no icing on the play. It's going to go on net. Collins leaves it for Medved. And it's going to be picked up by Floric. Floric and Medved into the wall. Floric waits, comes in and around the defender. The West will pick it up and try to pass it out. Clement keeps it out. I always want to say Clemens there. I apologize. Relier dumps it on net. Save by Brunetto. And the East squad trying to get out of zone. It does bounce off a couple skates and out. Carlisle brings it in, gets around a defender, nicely to dump it around to herself behind the net. Carlisle, player in front, opportunity here for the stick and nobody home. Going to be picked up and carried out by the East squad. Olivia Yakmak carrying it along the half wall. Waits, thinks about it, has a player in front, just bounces it off of Moore's shoulder pads. It's picked up and kept in and out by Schultenbrand. Williams just dumps it back in. Cora Williams will chase it down with Tessa Moore picking it up and leaving it for Hannah Kiss. Kiss goes behind the net. Waits and dumps it up along the half wall. Carried in by the East squad. Cora Williams will have to chase it down with Webster in the corner. Marley Webster skates it off, but it's picked up by East. Webster will collect it again. The Trinity product. Skates around to get it out of the zone and pick up by Hannah Kiss. Kiss from West Allegheny. In across the blue line. Comes in. O'Donnell with the stick check and is picked up by Williams and dumped off the glass. It'll be chased down by Antonio Valeri from Montour, but it'll be an icing call. And we'll have a face-off down low. Team's finally getting off the schneid here. Getting a couple offensive opportunities after several icing calls early. 10:17 to go here in the first. I am Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live. Scoreless contest between the West and the East. East wins the faceoff and dumps it out. Picked up by Susan Nelson. It's going to be Plunkard coming the other way. Plunkard coming into the zone alone. Shot. Save made by Collins. Nice little play to get around the defense by Taylor Plunkard from Windber. A goal and 2 assists on the year for Taylor. Carried out by Mara Carlisle. She'll wait. And Taylor, Emery Taylor trying to get to the puck. It'll be picked up by Plunkard. Stayed in the zone. Shot just wide of the net. Olivia Yakmak throws one on net. Save by Collins. The East will take it. Plunkard bounces it off of Nelson's skates. Taylor throwing into front, opportunity here. Oh, covered by Collins and held on to. They'll have a face-off to the left of Collins. A lot going on in front. A couple sticks trying to tip that puck across the goal line. Nobody able to complete the act, so they'll have a face-off coming up. Won by the East squad, and they'll get it tipped back to the point. They'll get dumped in, and Seto will take it on the half wall, carried across the blue, has Relier with her. Dumped in by Seto, and Yakmak waits for it. Brunetto tipped it out. Relier waits, comes in on the backhand, skates around in the corner, up to the point. Shermat's shot on, blocked off by the East. Medved with the shot that goes low, saved off by Brunetta. He picked up by Relier. Relier gets around a defender, comes in behind the net, looks for the trailer in front, could be picked up, and Shermat's will dump it on. Relier setting up shot behind net. She's going to dish it out here, throws it up to the point. Carlisle looking for the puck, throws it on. It's going to be blocked by the East and cleared down by the East squad, and it'll be another icing. 0-0 is your score. 8:35 remaining in the first period. 4-4 are your shots on net for each squad. Carlisle will step in. with Emery Taylor, and it'll be won by the West. But the East will collect it, have to bounce it off a couple players. Moore picks it up and just whips. She's going to get a penalty for closing her hand on the puck. She's down in shame right now on the front. She doesn't realize that she did it. Well, they're not going to give her a penalty for it, but she picked it up and just whipped it back in the zone. 8:25 remaining here in the first period. Face-off coming to the left of Jenna Collins. Puck is dropped and picked up by Webster. Oh, Carlisle takes it, looks in front for Hannah Kiss. Kiss across the blue line. Waits, looks for the backhand across. The East will collect it back up for Carlisle. Carlisle shot up on net. Save made by Brunetto. It'll be passed around for Webster. Webster throws it in front, can't get to it. Kiss leaves it for LeBlanc. LeBlanc dumps it up, and it'll be picked up and carried back in by the East squad. West will have to take it. Webster for Carlisle. Anderson to her right. Carlisle brings it in, shot on, save, and goes wide of the net. It'll go down, and it'll be tipped out nicely by O'Donnell. Down and blocked, and Schaltenbrand coming off the bench has Anderson in front, tries to go to her. It goes around. Bowers waits, but picked up by Schaltenbrand. Well, Schaltenbrand in front, I'm sorry, Anderson was able to be there. 81-31, I'm going to be confused on that one all night. They picked up, and Schaltenbrand at the top of the slot. Shot. Brunetto just directs it to the corner. Thrown on, Schaltenbrand. Circle, shot, block. Good block by the East to get it out of the zone. Picked up and backhanded out. Back to the defense, and that's to Susan Nelson. Across for Valeri. And across, Webster gets sticked off by Knockel. They'll go around, shot opportunity for Bowers. It's going to go down behind the net. Knockel with Anderson behind. They picked up and dumped for Webster. Webster will carry to the slot. Opportunity here on the backhand. Webster brings it in. Shot. Woo-hoo! Glove save by Brunetto. And holds on to it. 6:37 remaining in the first period. 0-0 is your score. West and East starting to heat up here. Face-off coming to the left of Brunetto. For Medved at the point. Just dumps it into the far corner. Webster will chase it down. Marley Webster. Didn't get to it, so Cora Williams has to bounce it off, but not able to do so. Olivia Yakmak behind the net throwing around. It'll be Seto. Sarah Seto throws it up to the point. Back across for Medved. Bailey Medved bounces it off of Seto's leg. They'll battle off. It'll be picked up and carried out, but it's going to be actually just dumped to the point. Shermatz, Lindsay Shermatz will just dump it down in, and it'll be picked up by Easton coming the other way. Bailey Medved chases it down behind the net. Dumps it up for Relier. Clement can't get it out, keep it in the zone, so it's going to be picked up by Webster and dumped down to the defense. Cleared up by the East, and have an opportunity here. Floric gets stick checked by Carlisle nicely. Opportunity here for the West. Opportunity coming in is Carlisle to the circles on the backhand shot. Save Brunetto and held on to. 5:24 remaining first period. We'll have a face-off to the right of Taco Brunetto's net. O'Donnell runs into her own defender. That was Knockel. The West will be able to keep it in, but a errant pass by Hannah Kiss sends it back out of the zone. Susan Nelson will chase it down and carry it in. Ooh, hit along the near wall by the East, but LeBlanc will have to chase it down with Valeri meeting her at the wall. Shot out for Carlisle. O'Donnell, and Carlisle will battle along the boards. Up nicely by O'Donnell, losing it in their skates was LeBlanc. Carrying it back in was Shermatz. Sydney Shermatz falls down hard. She hit the ice pretty readily there. Carrying is Jarrett. Elizabeth Jarrett will just dump it down. Icing is the call. 4:34 remaining in the first period. 0-0 is your score. 10-4 are the shots in favor of the West squad now, getting all the opportunities. Speaking with a member of the Aviators pregame, saying they're looking for a couple more 19U girls if anybody's interested out there. Join the Aviators, playing here out of Alpha Ice Complex. Face-off one. The travel squads, of course. A lot of these girls play, well, actually all these girls will probably play on the travel squads, with this being the first year of the high school teams. Shermats will have to carry it back in, and it'll be dumped out, and Taylor will touch it on this side of the blue line, and he'll have the face-off just outside the zone. 4:13 in the first period. See a lot of these girls, either Penguins Elite, Armstrong Arrows. You've got some Steel City Selects in the crowd. You know, a lot of travel teams. Some of them play for their respective high school boys teams. I believe Olivia Knockel played for the Norwin Knights a couple games this season for the varsity squad. Schaltenbrand's going to carry it in. Now hold on to it. Hooking is the call here. We're going to have a penalty coming up, and it's going to be against the East squad. It's going to be Emery Taylor heading off. It'll be for her first penalty of the season. Hooking is the call. 3:50 remaining in the first period. The West heads to the advantage. 5x4 here. East dumps down. It'll be cleared out of the zone, and chasing it down is Cora Williams. Williams, the Armstrong High School product. That's the battle off with Webster. Webster, nice little skating move to get away from Williams, and it's going to be cleared out, but Florick's going to take it away and just dump it down to try to kill the penalty. Susan Nelson from Freedom gets around Florick and carries it out, loses in her skates for a second, is able to dump it in deep. Relier will chase it down, but Lewis will get there first. Up for Cora Williams. Williams on the half wall, waits, tries to kill a couple more seconds off the penalty. Gets it around around Knockel, and it'll be dumped down on the kill. Webster will have to chase. Marley Webster from Trinity behind the net. Throwing it up, and for Lindsley's Moore, it's going to be picked up by the East. Bounce off a couple legs, and Florick from, LeBlanc from Greater Latrobe just dumps it along the boards. Got it out for Relier. The Moon product will carry it across the blue line. Waits. Shot. Tipped by Yakmak. Olivia Yakmak will just take it and up. Nice play just to find the defender instead of clearing it for Plunker. Taylor Plunker can't hold on to it, so 35 seconds remaining in the penalty. The West will have to carry and regroup here. Hannah Kiss waits. There's a croc. Battles off, and it's going to be cleared up to the point and shot down and blocked and picked up by the East the other way. It's going to be dumped in on net and held on to by Collins. That was I believe that was Plunkered with the opportunity. It was. And here comes the West Carlisle goes in behind the net. Skates up to the half wall. Up to the point. Top of the circles to the slot. Waits. Shot high. Riser saved by Brunetto. And the West will carry it. Oh, opportunity to get it out, and it does go out. Back to Shermats. Sydney Shermats waits, and it'll be dumped down by Valeri. O'Donnell changes. The penalty is expired. Leah O'Donnell passes it out for Williams, but it goes past her, and an icing call. 1:29 remaining in the first period. Penalty had expired for the East squad, so they're back to even strength. Changes aplenty here. Plunkard will step in with Schaltenbrand. Face-off won by the West. Opportunity for Anderson chasing in. Brunetto holds on to it. Anderson is snuck in the front door. Waited in front for that pass to come across. Brunetto had to come down with the stick, hold on to the puck with 1:25 remaining. Nice play by Cassidy Anderson. Who picked up by Knock will be dumped out for Plunkett. Taylor Plunkett just passes it out, tries to get it past Moore. Plunkett looks for the tough stick check. They'll battle off. It'll be carried in by the East squad. Back out, and Anderson up along the near wall. Cassidy Anderson waits, and East will dump it down. One to go here. Waits for it is Plunkett. They'll battle off. Floric waits, try to get it out of the zone. Carlisle comes in, and it's going to be picked nicely. Opportunity the other way. Shot on, just missing was Kelly. It was Alexa Kelly from Elizabeth forward. Wide open opportunity chance for Kelly, picking up a loose puck. 29 seconds to go in the period. Carlisle carries it in. Top of the slot shot. Saved by Brunetto. And she'll hold on to it. Face off coming up to the right of the Greater Latrobe goaltender. Face-off won by Carlisle on net. Held on to by Brunetto, 18 to go. Sneaky shot, glove down by Brunetto, who's showing a really solid glove in this contest so far. Got Medved shot, save Brunetto, goes to the wide right. Carlisle backhand shot, pad is stacked and held on to, and not 10 seconds ago, it's a loose puck. The West throws it up to the point. Shermatch blocked. Opportunity for East, but nope. Shermat's nice play to get out. East going to try to get out of the zone. 2 seconds ago, 1 second. That's the end of the first period here at Alpha Ice Complex. Your score, 0-0 East and West. I haven't seen a scoreless tie in the first period since I started covering these girls. Starting to really level off here. Shots on goal, 17-5 in favor of the West squad. I will be back momentarily with the second period from Alpha Ice Complex. Second period coming up here at the Alpha Ice Complex. 0-0 is your score. Collins and Brunetto really stepping up to the plate and the nets for their respective squad. Brunetto, 17 saves on the day. Collins still has 5, but she's had to make some quality saves here. There was a couple breakaways, a couple odd opportunities there. LeBlanc will step in for the East squad with, I believe that is Carlisle. Yep, that is Carlisle. Dumped in by Carlisle, and dumping down is the East squad. Chasing it down is McKenzie. Wait, but it's going to be picked up going the other way. Shot on, chest, missing was Cora Williams. McKenzie throws it in front, opportunity, LeBlanc, shot. Save made by Collins, and is held on to loose puck, but they do whistle it down. 16:41 East waking up here in the second. 2 quick shots on Collins. All the face-off to the right of the Moon netminder. Looks like Leah O'Donnell will step into the dot with Carlisle. No, wait. Puck is dropped. Won by Carlisle. Back to Moore. The Lindsley product will try to dump it out. It's going to go off of O'Donnell. O'Donnell will hold on to it. Nice play to get away from the defender opportunity, but dumps it in front, and it's going to be picked up and carried out by the West squad. Pass misses the lead player. It can't get to Seto. So Kelly chases it down, has O'Donnell and Plunkard with her. Kelly for Knockel. It bounces in. Knockel, nice play to keep it in the zone. Backhanded in for Alexa Kelly, the Elizabeth forward product. Marley Webster will just backhand it across for Relier. It'll be carried out and dumped down, and icing will be the call. Come all the way back into the zone to the right of Jenna Collins. Lily Relier from Moon, the freshman. Emery Taylor steps in. The Schultenbrand. Shot on net. Yakmak bounces around. Floric will chase it behind it. Throws it in front opportunity here and held on to by Collins. Taylor was in there, but there were 3 dark blue shirts in there. Of course, the West is the dark blue with the red shoulders. The East is wearing the light blue with the dark blue shoulders, so it shouldn't be confusing, but it might be a little bit confusing. Depends on who you're looking at. Carrying it in is the West squad. Off is the play. Schultenbrand touches it as she's on the inside of the blue line. They'll do another face-off just outside the zone in front of the West bench. Schultenbrand and Taylor step in, and it'll be picked up and carried the other way by Floric. It'll be dumped up. Schultenbrand chases it down, and Kiss will just dump it across for Shermatz. Sydney Shermatz bounces around off of a player, shot on, just wide of the net. Chasing it down is Jarrett, Alexi Jarrett. Waits, dumps it up. It's going to go around a couple skates. Hannah Kiss up along the half wall with her. It's going to be Shermatz dumping it behind. The East will take it. Dumps it down the ice. It's going to go wide of the net, and icing is the call. 14:55 remaining second period. 0-0 is your score. Shots are now 18-8 in favor of the West squad. I'm Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live. Special thanks to 10 Band TV for helping us out this evening. Todd Kazarowski running all the production here. I just have to talk. Out for Bowers. Down for a bounce around. Carlisle keeps it in nicely. It was in. Carlisle to the slot. Shot low, just stays wide. Knockel throws it up for Williams. Goes past Williams to Nelson, and it'll dumped into the zone. Back behind. Lewis throws it up, and Susan Nelson will have to collect it. Being chased down by 2 light blue shirts. Williams extends the stick to try to force her across. Valeria will dump it up, and it's going to go out of the zone for Anderson. Anderson leaves it for Carlisle. Carlisle has McKenzie all over her, makes it to the top of the slot. Goes through a couple defenders. Carlisle goes through a forward. It held on to by Brunetto on the shot. They'll have a face-off to the left of the Wildcat netminder from Greater Latrobe, the sophomore, Corinne Brunetto. 14:08 remaining here in the second period. O'Donnell steps in, and it's going to be Schultenbrand winning the faceoff, but O'Donnell's going to be able to collect it. Passes it up for Taylor Plunkard. Plunkard waits. Moves across, tries to clear it up. O'Donnell can't get to it. Seto passes it out. Finds Relier. Relier shot on high and bounces off of the boards. Schultenbrand across. Webster all alone. Shot. Bounces. Save made by Brunetto. Goaltender's putting on a clinic tonight. Moore was the top. Cross. Webster couldn't finish a shot. Goes back down for Leo O'Donnell. Donald just dumps it around for Yakmak. Lets it go past Kelly. Opportunity. Oh, couldn't hit Taylor Plunkard in stride. Goes the length of the ice, and we have an icing call here with 13:17 remaining in the second period. A stretch pass could not connect. Plunkard was about a half a step behind the defense. It was right to her. She just wasn't able to corral it. So we'll head all the way back down to the left. Carlisle steps in with Taylor. Face-off won by the East. Nice win for Taylor. Florick bounces it off, and Kiss gets in, but she's able to separate the puck long enough to get it in out of the zone. Knockel passes it up for Taylor. Taylor gets around Shermatz. Ooh, gets hit on the way down. A couple coincidental sticks, and it's going to bounce out. Jarrett dumps it in, and offside with Taylor on the ice for a little bit there. Kiss carrying it across the center. Kiss gets torn down, and Taylor's going to take her second penalty of the contest. 12:44 remaining. She's going to get called for tripping here. And the West will head back to the power play. They had one earlier this contest, and there's just a little frustration for Taylor as she got torn down on her way into the offensive zone. Coincidentally going for the puck, and then she came in with her stick and just tripped up. Kiss on the way in, so we'll have a power play for the West. 12:44 remaining second period. Back, Valeri with a shot. Goes wide of the net in the power play. The East able to keep the West out of the offensive zone during their last power play for the majority of it. They didn't get too many opportunities, maybe two shots on net. Looking to try to reconnect with that. They had several opportunities to try to bring it the other way during their last kill, so we'll see where they lead to go this time. Williams throws it up. Shermatz can't collect it, so Williams will carry it out. Carried out. Oh, here comes Williams. Williams, the shot. Saved by Collins. Standing up tall on that one. Dumping up and out of the zone and go all the way down. No icing on the play. O'Donnell will have to collect it behind the net. Anderson, a little bit of pressure there. McKenzie out of the zone and dumps it up and carrying it out as the East squad. Schaltenbrand behind the net. Throws it around, looking to try to get it back into the offensive zone. 54 seconds remaining in the power play. Plunkard will just dump it back in. Webster has a hard time with that one. 3-on-2 develops the other way if they hurry. 4-on-2. Passed across, just misses, goes over for Bowers in front. Opportunity and stick checked. Well, stick was nicely tied up by O'Donnell, and Plunkard will take it the other way. Plunkard with another opportunity here. Plunkard shot. Throws it wide of the net. 28 seconds remaining in the advantage for the West, but the East with the offensive chances. Looking to try to buy a penalty was Bowers. To no avail. 11:05. We'll have a face-off in front of the East bench. 21 seconds remaining in the advantage for the West. Has not been able to put anything together in this one. Seto blocked off, and Florick will just dump it back in on the backhand. 12 to go on the advantage. Plunkard goes for the puck. They're not going to call anything on that one. It's going to go in. 6 seconds to go. Relier looking backhand across. Seto couldn't get a stick on it. Lewis is going to dump it up, and it's going to go to Plunkard. And trying to dump it out to Taylor was Plunkard, but doesn't go that far. So it's going to go out of the zone and picked up by Florick. Florick, top of the circles. Waits, shot blocked nicely by Shermatz for Seto. Seto dumps it in, but it's going to be picked up by Knockel. Back into the zone, up forward, Plunkard. Plunkard backs it, throws it across, and the West will just take it, try to dump it out for Carlisle. Carlisle rattles off, and Taylor into the zone. It picked up by the West. It's going to be Shermatz coming the other way. Shermatz shot just wide of the net. Sydney Shermatz wearing 84. Out for Susan Nelson. It'll be dumped down. Nelson bounces off, and Emery Taylor blocks it, and it'll be cleared out of the zone. They'll dump it back for Antonia Valeri. She'll dump it up, looking to get it, and then it's going to go past everybody, and they're going to whistle off the icing. 9:41 remaining in the second. The West looking for an opportunity here. Sydney Sherman's shot gloved by Brunetto and held on to. 9:35 remaining second period. Brunetto's got to fix something in her mask, so they'll wait for her to get ready. Brunetto resets in goal, and face-off will be coming up to the left of Taco's net. Valeri picked up by the East squad. It'll just be bounced around. Valeri battles behind. Yak Mac can't get the puck off of her. They'll pass it around. Opportunity here. Brunetto just dumps it up, and it's going to go out of the zone. Oh, yeah, out of the zone. It bounces off of Anderson on the bench. 9:14 remaining. Face-off will be directly in front of said bench for the West. Won by the Weston in Anderson. Looking for the play, but it's going to go past her and back out of the zone. O'Donnell looking for Jarrett. Jarrett weighing on a backhand shot. Scores! Taylor Plunkard. Beautiful pass from Elizabeth Jarrett. Plunkard, the Windburn native, gets the first goal. And it's 1-0 East squad. .8:59 remaining in the second period. East takes a 1-0 lead. Carrying it into the zone is the West. That's Carlisle. Carlisle looking in front for Webster. Bring it down is that. Anderson can't get to it, so the West's going to come the other way. The East's going to come the other way. Plunkard, goal scorer, comes in. Dumps it in behind. It's going to be picked up by Webster. Webster backhands across, looks for Moore. Moore has Carlisle on a half wall. Carlisle throws it up for Anderson. Opportunity for Anderson if she turns around. She does get to it, but it's going to be nicely played off by Olivia Knockel. And Knockel knocks down two players coincidentally by what the referee standards are. And ends up, it's going to go to Plunkard. Plunkard can't collect it. It's going to bounce off. Plunkard's going to be able to get the opportunity to dump it on net. Save made by Collins. Back for Taylor. They'll bounce around. Carrying it out is the West squad. But it's going to be blocked by Williams. Tries to get it around, and it'll be the East squad running into each other's are Knockel and Taylor or Plunkard as Plunkard takes a change of play. Florik's going to chase it down. No icing on the play. Florik behind the net. Medved on her. LeBlanc and Schaltenbrand battling off. Florik going to try to get it out of the zone. It's going to be picked up by the West. Carried out, stick nicely out. Looking for the player that did so. I believe that was... Some of these logos I don't recognize because I don't get to see them that often. Trying to get the name on the player. That is Lewis. That's West Shamokin. Down will be picked up and battled off. LeBlanc waits. They'll battle out of the corner. Relier dumps it on. Block save. Made rebound. Scores! Schaltenbrand gets the goal. And it is 1-1 now. As Schaltenbrand ties things up. .6:59 remaining. We have a tie contest here. O'Donnell steps in, and Carlisle will battle her. It'll go back to the corner. Plunkard cross and dumped in. O'Donnell waits, and Valeri throws it up along the wall. Picked in by O'Donnell. O'Donnell with an opportunity shot just goes wide of the net. Clement dumps it back in. The West will take it and dump it out. Has Shermatz, but it's going to go all the way back for Yakmak. Yakmak passes it up, and it goes past Kelly to Carlisle. Schultenbrand gets the goal. Relier with the assist. Shermatz with the secondary assist. Clement passes it up, and it's going to go back out for Kelly. Looks for O'Donnell, but it's going to go past her for Plunkard. Taylor Plunkard can't collect it, so the Winburn native will have to watch it go back to the West squad, and she'll be able to take it in the neutral zone. Plunkard has been all about the opportunity here today so far. She's been able to capitalize on several chances on bouncing pucks and getting to the high-risk areas. Gets the only goal for the East squad. Floric down, waits, looks in front. Throws in front off Taylor, bounces off a couple players, and it'll go into the half wall. The West will pick it up and dump it down the ice, where it will be an icing call with 5:16 remaining in a second period. 1-1 is your score. Plunkard and Schultenbrand scoring looks exactly 2 minutes apart in this period at 8:59 for Plunkard and 6:59 for Schultenbrand. Face off to the left of Collins in what has been a highly entertaining and very even game of shots on net. Cleared out East, knocks it out of the zone. Able to keep it. Taylor looks to try to get it across. She slides into the boards as she falls. They'll battle off. Jarrett waits, and the West will take it. Confuse everybody for a second. Nobody knew where the puck was. She just skate out with it. Bowers will dump it up along the boards, and Webster waits, and Schultenbrand will come in offside as Anderson was down by the circles whenever the puck crossed. So they'll have another face-off in front of the West bench. 4:49 remaining in a second period. So again, this is Berg Hockey Live from the Alpha Ice Complex. West and East tied at 1. Plunkard brings it in on the backhand, gloved by Collins. Save made and held on to. 4:39 remaining, second period. West and East here on Berg Hockey Live, PIHL girls action. Thank you for joining us here. I am Brian Mitchell. Week 3 of the girls playing. Of course, we have one more game after this one tonight. It'll be Team Southwest and Team North facing off. Then we'll have one game next week for you down at the I believe it's on Tuesday next week, down at the Ice Castle Arena. It'll be Southwest and Southeast. Really odd scheduling for this one because that one was just, I added it in just to make sure we weren't off for 3 weeks between broadcasts. That would give both of those teams an additional broadcast, but that's for the betterment of everything. Every team gets at least 3 games covered this year in the broadcast. Balance worked out nicely. West carrying it out and bounces it up for Olivia Yakmak, and she'll bounce it up for Kelly. Carlisle waits, dumps it across for Webster. Webster goes out. We'll have that one game next week, and then we'll be off for a week. And move on to the final 2 weeks of broadcasting, where we'll have a Tuesday and a Friday, I believe, games. The Memorial Day weekend will close out our broadcast schedule for the regular season before we get ready for the postseason here on Berg Hockey Live at Pittsburgh Hockey Digest and 10 Band.TV. We'll have all 5 postseason games for you. That's right, it's a Tuesday and Friday matchups, I believe is what it ends up being. Carrying it into the zone. Shot on, scores! Tessa Moore finds the back of the net, 3:22 remaining, second period. and it is 2-1 West. Just came in and fired it through Brunetto. Two-1 is your score. The West will come back in. Schaltenbrand waits, circles, throws it across, looks to try to get it through the East's defense. They'll bounce it up, and Floric can't get to it, so it'll be bounced off and picked up by the East squad as it bounces to center. Back down for Plunkard. Plunkard falls down into play. She needs to get onside, but as East gets the puck back, dumps it in. Plunkard waits, throws it on net. Save made by Collins. Collins goes behind the net, and it'll be dumped across past Knockel, and Schaltenbrand carries it in, has Relier to her right, to her left. Dumps down, dumps it behind Relier. Waits. Throws it up for Seto. It's going to be picked up by Nelson, and the East will take the other way. 2:28 remaining in the period. Plunkard dumps it down. Down Kelly. In front, it'll be the West squad trying to dump it out, and it'll go all the way down the ice, and icing is the call. 2:13 remaining, second period. So we have 10 unique games, I believe is what it ends up being, as every team plays each other twice this season. All 10 of our contests that we have broadcasted none of them will be between the same two teams. So every team will see a different team that faces off on the broadcast. Collins dumps it on and holds on to it. 2:06 remaining in the second period. Taylor steps in. And it goes around for the West squad. Try to get out of the zone. Shermatz ties up with Yakmak behind the net. Shermatz and Yakmak get into the business of not being nice to each other. Going to be picked up by Sydney Shermatz. She'll wait. Dumps it across, looking for Hannah Kiss, but it's going to be picked up by the East squad. 1:40 remaining in the period. Shermatz up East. They'll play Pong in the neutral zone before Clement will carry it out. Julia Clement. And he'll throw it on. It'll be save made. Back down. The West squad will clear it out. Opportunity coming the other way if they hurry. Shermatz. Sydney Shermatz loses the puck along the boards. The blue shirts drop back down, so it'll come back out and clear down the ice to the blue line. Lindsay Shermatz paddles off, and there was a hand pass called, but they were able to wave it off as Williams into the zone. Williams in front, waits because she has ready to go, waiting for that shot opportunity was Taylor on the opposite. She had her stick waving for a couple seconds there, hoping for that pass to come across. It finally came across, and and Collins was able to telegraph that one, make the save, and the face-off to the right. O'Donnell will step in here with Schaltenbrand. Moore dumps it around. They picked up and carried up by Webster. Webster across and dumped down for Anderson, who tips it behind the net. Knockel with 39 seconds to go in the period. Now for Anderson. And it'll get dumped behind for Bowers. Lewis dumps it around for Bowers, trying to get it out of the zone. East is able to get it out, but Plunkard behind the defense was blocked off nicely by Moore. Floric with a nice little play with 14 seconds to go to get it over to Plunkard. Plunkard gets around the defense, throws it on net, bounces it off. Floric, wide open shot, just misses the net on the shot. 6 seconds to go. They'll battle behind it, throw it in front, nobody home. Lewis, 2 seconds, 1 second, end of the second period. Your score coming out of 2. The West leading 2-1. As Tessa Moore of Lindsley gave the West the lead at 3:22 of that period. Of course, it started out with Plunkard scoring at 8:59 and Schaltenbrand tying things up at 6:59. We'll be back with the third period after the ice cut. I'm Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live. 2-1 is your score. West leading East. We'll be back. Coming back for the third period here at Alpha Ice Complex. First game, West and East. West leading the East 2-1. West getting ready to come out for their quick warm-up. They got to get the door closed to the Zamboni entrance. How did we get here? Well, a scoreless first period and stellar goaltending for both squads so far. The offensive opportunities flowed a little bit as they moved along, but it was Taylor Plunkard getting the opening goal for the East squad at 8:59 of the second period. Well, 2 minutes later, it was Schaltenbrand for the Lakin Schaltenbrand from Montour, giving the West team a tie at 6:59, and then Tessa Moore from Lindsley getting her second on the season and leading the East team. 2-1 are those West squad members. They're going to skate around here for the warm-ups. Of course, our next game will be the Southwest team at 1-1 on this season, facing off against the North team 0-1. Next week, it'll be Southwest and Southeast facing off at Ice Castle Arena for one contest here on Berg Hockey Live. Before we take a week off, and then we'll be back with a couple more contests. 17 minutes, the time frame here as we move along. Talking on the bench, of course, with Coach Jeff Tyndall, our couple members of the West squad. Directly here in front of us. East is still coming out for their warm-ups. We'll be very appreciative of the fact that we're doing a super close-up to the West squad, as a couple of the players couldn't make it out on the ice in one piece. It looks like they had a pile up at the blue line. They talk around. They're laughing here at and enjoying the warm-ups. They're not even getting an opportunity to warm up. They're just having a little bit of fun with it. This is the East squad. We'll check in with them. As John Yakmak will talk to his team prior to the contest. Having a little bit of fun here. We'll have the opening draw for the third period. 17 minutes the time, of course. 2-1 West leads the East. I'm Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live. Drop the puck, and we are underway. East will win the faceoff. Sorry, West will win the faceoff forward. It will be Webster carrying it on the backhand, throwing it across. Ooh, right on the doorstep was Hannah Kiss. She couldn't finish off the play, so Olivia Yakmak will take it as they bring it back in the zone. The East will take it the other way. Taylor Plunkard battles off with Moore, and Plunkard just lets it go. Backhand by Florick behind the net. Emery Taylor throws it in front. Opportunity. Shot by Florick. Just misses the net. Webster bounces it back to Susan Nelson. Nelson loses it. It's going to be Florick picking it up, but it'll be knocked over to Webster. Backhanded in by Taylor. Webster going behind the net. She'll skate it around. Dump it along for Moore. O'Donnell bounces it off and goes back to Florick. Florick carries it in. Looks for the backhand across for Emery Taylor. Taylor brings it around the defender. Shot sticked away by Webster. Medved will leave it for Nelson. They'll dump it up for Moore. Moore leaves it to go, and here comes Hannah Kiss. Kiss into the zone. Wait, shot high. Brunetto will just let it go to the half wall, into the corner. Yakmak carrying it in. Waits, dumps it up, and it's going to go back out of the zone. The West will hold on to it. The Plunker try to get it around. It's going to bounce out and carried down by Taylor and dumped to Moore. Moore across red, across blue. Knockel lets it go, and it's going to be picked up by Williams. Cora Williams behind the net. Face off, they'll battle off, and up to the point will be Medved. Throwing it out, and Seto chases it down, and Williams leaves it. Carried out. Ooh, LeBlanc. Accidental shoulder into Shermatz. Shermatz slides down. They'll get back up, and Bailey Medved throws it up, and the West is going to battle to the east, and Seto dumps it up for Relier. Go back down, and Kelly lets it go for Schultenbrand. Schultenbrand carries it behind her own net. Lakin Schultenbrand taps it up, and Floric waits, needs to get on, waited for Kelly to get onside, does so. Floric carries it in, has LeBlanc trailing her. It's going to be brought down by Relier. Relier is going to get penalized here. Floric across for Plunkard all alone. Plunkard shot, just missed the net. Floric waits, and it's going to be touched by the West squad, and East will get their first power play of the contest as Relier heads off. And they're going to call a tripping minor here, maybe an interference. Let's see what the official's call is. Tripping minor at 14-18 to Relier, and we'll have a face-off to the right of Jenna Collins. Relier's first penalty of the season. West is going to carry it out. Moore gets taken down by Taylor, coincidentally. O'Donnell will take it. Offside on the West. They'll regroup. Carried out by the East. They'll bounce it up for Plunkard. Plunkard glides in offside, has to regroup. Relier with the minor. Yakmak backhand across. And Plunkard into the zone. Floric waits for the puck. It's going to pick up a Plunkard opportunity there and held on to by Collins. Hand passes the call outside. 13:39, third period. Saying that the hand pass brought it back in. Face off in front of the West bench. Won by the East. Yakmak across for O'Donnell. 1:15 remaining in a power play to the East. Taylor with Plunkard in there. Plunkard separates the puck. They'll go behind. Plunkard waits, throws it in front. Nobody home. The West will take it, dump it up to the blue line. Out for O'Donnell. Yakmak passes it up. Throws it across for Plunkard. They're coming offside. Another face-off outside of the zone here. 13:12 remaining in the third period. West leading 2-1 here at Alpha Ice Complex. This is the PIHL Girls League. I am Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live. Thank you for joining me here on this Monday evening in Western Pennsylvania. Wherever you are, thank you. Yakmak will take it back into her zone. Is it out? It'll be Jarrett. Alexa Jarrett. Elizabeth Jarrett brings it in and waits. She had the primary assist on the East goal early. They're going to battle it off and wait behind. With 12:51, we'll face off to the right. 33 seconds remaining in the minor to Relier. Schultenbrand will win the face-off with LeBlanc, and it'll be cleared all the way down the ice. Brunetto will come out to put it into the corner for O'Donnell. Leah O'Donnell will carry it out of the zone. The Armstrong native. A little bit thrown on net where Yakmak will try to pass it out with 11 seconds to go in the advantage. Cora Williams with Lindsay Shermance. Shermance will take it, dump it up. Jarrett, Lindsay Jarrett throws it across. LeBlanc opportunity here. Goes back out to the point, and at the top of the circles and picked up by the West squad. They'll battle off to make sure that the free player doesn't get to it. Relier will take it and just dump it into the zone. Cora Williams goes around a defender, has Webster in front of her. Cora Williams gets stick checked by Webster, and Relier will take it the other way. There's a stick in the middle of the ice. Relier will take it across. Slap the slot shot. Glove down by Brunetta. Brunetto with another glove save. 11:53, third period. 29-18 are the shots in favor of the West squad here. Schaltenbrand steps in with what I thought was Floric, but they did a quick switch on that one. It's going to be picked up by the West, and the East will battle for it, and Taylor loses it to Schaltenbrand. They'll battle along the half wall. Taylor loses her stick, so goes behind for Clement. Julia Clement battles off, shot on, blocked off by Brunetto. Seto waits, can't get to the puck, so it's going to be picked up by the East. They'll play Pong in the offensive zone. It goes off of Seto's mask, back down for Moore. Tessa Moore will dump it down around for Clement. Clement will pass it around for Floric. They'll bounce it off. Moore gets a skate in. They'll block it off, and the West will keep it in temporarily as Plunkard, playing that rover in the neutral zone, almost gets another one. Plunkard has to work around a couple defenders this time. Webster lets it go, and a high rising shot by Plunkard goes down. Floric will collect it on the half wall. Had Knockwall on the back boards, but it's going to go back out. Bounce off of a skate when the defender tried to dump it back in, so Floric will take it. It's Plunkard across, able to get to her. Plunkard shot on. Floric has to chase it back into the near corner. Floric waits on the backhand, looks around. It gets picked up by the West squad, bounces around. Floric's going to take it. Shot on as O'Donnell chasing it down. Nobody home. Webster can't get to it, so bounces it off of the boards, and Lewis tries to keep it in. Kiss falls down as the play goes on. Carlisle throws it back. Sherman's shot blocked by Yakmak, and it's going to go through and held on to by Brunetto. 10:24 remaining, third period. Changing the lines here. We're going to have a penalty here as a tripping minor is getting called on the East squad. West will head back to the power play as Lewis goes off for a tripping minor. Face off to the right of Brunetto. Down by one. The West getting a power play up by a goal. The East needs to be able to capitalize on the shorthanded opportunities they've been receiving so far in this one. They've been very good at keeping the West out of their zone thus far on the advantage. Williams back at center. As LeBlanc just goes up along the boards, burn a little bit more times. Valeri will take it behind the net. Valeri waits. A little bit of pressure from LeBlanc. Back down. Yakmak will take it. She gets to the blue line. She waits. Throws it off the boards, and it goes almost the length of the ice. Valeri will take it again. Throws it up to Anderson. Cassidy Anderson has a hard time with it. Along the half wall, Cassidy Anderson waits. Comes in and around. Throws it on. Carlisle can't get the backhand, so East will pick it up, and unable to get it out, but Anderson will take it top of the slot to the circle. Throws it on. Saved by Brunetto. Shermat's shot. Looks for the tip in front by Anderson. Nobody home. LeBlanc. Floric takes it and dumps it down. Looks for Williams. That's LeBlanc. Williams will take it. Wait, coming on the inside. Outside. Looking for the backhand. Throws on. Ooh, nice shot. Shermans falls down in the play. Throwing it in front. 46 seconds to go in the advantage. Anderson will have to pass it up. And looks for Bowers. Bowers just dumps it into the corner. Relier will chase it down, but Yakmak will get there first. Bailey Medved shot on net. Brunetto makes the save. It's going to be tipped up to the point. Schaltenbrand with the opportunity is going to bounce back out, and it's going to stay in as Bowers tries to fight with Plunkard. It's going to be cleared down the ice. Chasing down was Floric. And it'll be picked up by the West. Medved gets to it first. Shermatz lets one rip down the ice. 8 seconds to go on the power play, and icing is the call on the West. Face-off will come all the way down in the East zone with 5 seconds remaining. And the penalty to Lewis. 2-1 is your score. There's not much you could say about the East penalty kill that hasn't been said about most power plays It has been wildly effective here today against this West squad. Of course, West missing one of their big guns in Emily Reiner here tonight. Florek will dump it around. To front, the East opportunity here, dumping in front. Nobody home. O'Donnell comes down, and it'll be picked up by the West, and Webster will carry it behind the net. Waits, dumps it off the boards, carries it in herself. Marley Webster from Trinity gets knocked down, and a penalty coming up against the East squad. That will be Taylor Plunkard heading off. Her second penalty on the season. 8:02 remaining, third period. West heading back to the advantage. I don't know how much of an advantage it has been for the West squad today. We'll see if the East can capitalize, or the West can get 2 goals up. Face off to the left of Brunetto. The East will take it and dump it up to the point. Moore will have to take it back and drop it in. Yakmak waits and gets it up to the point. Moore, nice keep by Tessa Moore. She throws it on. Opportunity for Relaya. Carlisle, shot, bounces off, throws it up to the point. Nobody home in the slot. Save made, rebound goes out to Moore. Moore, top of the circle, back to the point. Moore looking for Webster. Webster waits, and it's going to be picked up by the East. Opportunity coming the other way is LeBlanc. LeBlanc has to get around one defender. She just throws it in to Webster, lets it go. Williams will drop back, and it'll be bounced off the boards and picked up and cleared down by the, into the zone. East squad, bad bounce. Relier with the backhand save made into the corner. Relier takes it, throws it across, nobody home. East going to get here. Shot on, scores! Tessa Moore with the shot. And that's her second in the contest, and it's 3-1 power play goal for Tessa Moore. $7:10 remaining in the third. Power play goal for Moore. Going to be carried out by the East squad. West looking to go 4-0 on the season. Schaltenbrand carries it out of the zone. Throws it across. Kiss, shot blocked by Yakmak. Shermatz looks to dump it behind the net. Yakmak will take it. Bounces into the near corner. They picked up by the East. Yakmak up for Florek and tips it out of the zone. Past the alpha sign on the far blue line. Susan Nelson will take it and dump it across for Lakin Schaltenbrand. Kiss and Taylor meet up in the center. Back out for Valeri. Valeri dumps it around. Be picked up by the East squad and backhanded out. And it'll go the length of the ice. Icing is the call. 6:01 remaining in the third period. West outshooting the East 36-18. And, of course, leading 3-1 here. Face-off coming up to the left of Brunetto. Carlisle will step in with O'Donnell. O'Donnell dumps it around for Anderson. Goes past her. Williams waits and looks for Knockel. East needing 2 goals here in the last 5:50. Anderson dumps it in front. Carlisle. Big blocker save. Rebound. Another save by Brunetto. That one was on Bowers. Front on net and held on to by Brunetto. Brunetto having a solid game here so far today. 36 saves on 39 shots with 5:37 remaining in the third. Carlisle will step in with O'Donnell. O'Donnell will win it back to Olivia Knockel. Knockel around for Williams. Carried out, and the East will carry it across. LeBlanc for O'Donnell. It's going to be picked up by the West. It'll bounce off the official, and the East will keep it in. O'Donnell taking advantage of that. LeBlanc can't get to the puck as the pass is behind her, and it goes out for Anderson. Anderson got to chase it down with Knockel. Knockel will get there first, go behind the net. The Norwin product, the senior from Norwin, throws it up for LeBlanc, and it goes to the blue line. Down, and Clement dumps it in for Nelson. Susan Nelson will dump it down. Looking opportunity here by Cora Wilson. Waits, can't get it into the zone, so it's going to be back to Clement. No, Wilson. Or Williams. Williams for Floric. Floric has Taylor in front. Back to Williams. Plays around and goes in. Nope. Bounces back to her stick. She'll wait. Throw it across, and Taylor dumps it on and held on to by Collins. 18 saves on, well, it's 19 saves on 20 shots for Collins. 4:22 to go in the third period. 3-1 is your score. This is Berg Hockey Live, the PIHL Girls Division, or Girls League. I'm Brian Mitchell. Thank you for joining me here. First game of the doubleheader. Second one will be the Southwest team and the North team facing off. Moore carrying it out of the zone. Top of the circles. Shot on. Saved by Brunetto. Webster behind the net. Marley Webster throws it on. Brunetto was able to knock it back behind her. Medved lets it go out. West needs to get back onside. O'Donnell will carry it around a couple of the West defenders that can't touch her because they're offside. So it's going to go back out, and Yak back for Floric to O'Donnell. Tries to give it to Plunker. They're offside. They're going to dump it in on net. Collins lets it go past her. 3:35 remaining in the third. Back down. Lewis. Kiss needs to wait for Lewis to get on, for them to get onside. Moore comes back, and they'll dump it behind. Yak Mack leaves it for Lewis. Then it'll go back out. Lewis waits, dumps it off of the boards, gets it out of the zone. 3:12 remaining. It'll bounce down, and Plunkard can't get to it. She'll get a line change, so Olivia Yakmak will have Seto in front of her. Bounces it up the forward, and Kelly waits, dumps it on net, and held onto by the Moon netminder, Jenna Collins. 2:54 to go here in the third period. Timeout's going to be called by the East squad. Timeout East. We'll be back momentarily with the remaining 2:54. Two teams are talking on the ice right now, talking to their coaches. The East trying to get back within a goal, if not tied in this contest. East and West, of course, facing off here. They'll have a face-off down to the right of Jenna Collins. .254 to go here. O'Donnell will face off against Schaltenbrand, won by Schaltenbrand. Round looking out, East will collect it. Throw it across for O'Donnell. Sticked up, and it's going to be picked up by the West squad. Carlisle can't get to it, so Relier battles off with Knuckle, and it goes out of play. 2:37 remaining. Another face-off coming up just out in front of the East bench. Face-off won by the West squad. Yak Mack goes back behind the net. Looking up, and it's going to be picked up by the East. Carrying it out is Jarrett. O'Donnell gets tripped up and in, and the East is going to get a power play here with 2:22 remaining in the third. Last gasp opportunity. As Seto is going to go off. Sarah Seto from Trinity, the junior. First penalty on the season, tripping minor. The net is empty for the East squad, so they'll send out 6. 2:22 to go. Power play shot on. Save made by Collins. Goes behind for Webster. Webster lets go past Plunkard. Picked up by the West. Yak Mack can't hold it in, so it's going to be picked up, and Relier has to wait. They'll dump it back into the zone, but it's going to be picked up by Webster. Webster throws it up and bounced off of Williams. Williams lets it go, and it goes clear down the ice. Relier can't get to it, so for Knuckle. Knuckle takes it behind the net. Olivia Knuckle. 1:55 remaining in the contest. A $1:31 remaining in the power play. Back down, and East looking to try to get it back in the zone. Yak Mack will take it and dumps it up. Carried out by the East squad. Line change, O'Donnell comes off. Taylor comes on. Yak Mack will have to chase it back. Relier is going to chase it down. 1:30 remaining in the period. Floric waits, looks for Plunkard, but it goes back to Lindsley. William, I believe that is Carlisle, just dumps it down all the way. They're shorthanded, so there is no icing. Back down for Williams, dumps it down for Carlisle. Carlisle carries it back into her own zone. Plunkard on her, it's going to go out. Kiss waits, it's going to be picked up by Taylor. Taylor bounces it off, and it's going to be Webster. Webster will dump it down deep. 1:05 remaining in the period. Yak Mack. Back it around for Williams. Cora Williams waits. It's going to be stick checked by the West, so Taylor will have to collect it in front of the bunches. Kiss will just dump it back out. Back for Knuckle, but she lets it go for Yak Mack. Yak Mack across for Williams. Williams to Floric. They'll battle along the boards, and Carlisle will pick it up, looking to get another point on the season. She does so with an empty net. 39.9 seconds remaining in the period. Carlisle gets the 4th marker for the West team, and of course her 4th on the season. And that should wrap it up, as Carlisle, it's her 4th at 39.9 seconds. On a shorthanded goal. East is just going to dump it in. 35 to go, 13 to go in the advantage. 4-1 is your score. Carrying it out is the West squad. Bowers lets it go, and Shermans can't get to it. Shot on, glove saved by Brunetto. Brunetto flashing the glove all day today. Beautiful play by Brunetto in net. 43 shots she had to face so far. That's 39 saves on 43 shots. I'm sorry, no, that's, apologize, that is 40 saves on 43 shots. 40 saves on 42, no, I'm just doing math in my head, and I'm bad at it. 39 of 42. Back out for LeBlanc. Across. Kelly looking in the backhand. Hits the crossbar as time expires. And your contest ends with the West going to 4-0 on the year. East falling to 1-3. East getting the first goal of the contest, but the next 4 belong to the West. As Plunkard opens up the scoring, followed by Schaltenbrand. More getting 2 straight goals, and then Carlisle ending it with an empty net shorthanded goal. I am Brian Mitchell. This was Berg Hockey Live. We'll be back with your second contest here at the Alpha Ice Complex. That will be the Southwest team facing the North team here. That'll be about 8:30, about 20 minutes away. And join us here on berghockey.com on your smart TV or wherever you feel like watching it if you can't be in-house today. Thank you for joining me. Your final score, the West team defeats the East team 4-1. Take care. I'll see you later.